Hello everyone, this is Praveen Kumar. I hope you all guys are doing great. In this video, we are going to create multiple visuals and we will create our complete dashboard. Okay, so this video might be longer than the previous videos. So in this video, first we will create the multiple sheets and then we will use that particular sheets into our dashboard. So this is our first sheet where we are going to create stock area chart. So this is our area chart which we are going to create. So first we need to like open a new blank Tableau report, and there we will create from the beginning. We will load the data and then we will create this visual. So you need to go to this file menu bar. These all are menu bar. Okay. So you need to open this file menu bar, click on this file menu bar and then new, or you can press Ctrl N for new, like new blank Tableau report. So you can see this is your blank Tableau report. I'm just maximizing it. This is the maximize option. So we need to click on this data source because first we need to connect with our tables which we have created in the last video. So we need to go to this Google Drive. You need to click on your mail ID where you have created your sheet and then continue. Now it's done. Let me close this. And here I have to search for my Excel file which I have created stocks. So data, this is my data. Double click on it. Similarly, again I will click on this add Google Drive. Again it will ask to authenticate by using your email ID, and we can load our second Excel file stock portfolio. So let me minimize it. Search here stock portfolio. This one. So we have loaded both of the Excel file and I am dragging this portfolio table here. Okay. And then you will see we have to create a relationship. So just click on this line and you will see there is a option to select your column. So in stock price we have a stock column, and in portfolio we have a stock name, and in performance option you need to scroll down. The cardinality will be many to one in portfolio side and many at stock price. Okay, so now this is done, relationship is done. Now we need to go to this sheet 1 option. So I'm just clicking on this sheet 1. So I come to my like sheet. Here we will create our area chart. So first of all, let me tell you, like if I drag this stock name in this row, you will see this stock name is showing here in short form, in abbreviation form. We need to make it into a full form. Like if there is Amazon, so I want Amazon. If there is triple BY, it means like Bed Bath and Beyond. So similarly, we need to like use a clean stock name. Then we will use in our visual. So let me drag it out, and I'm creating calculated fill. So you can see here in data, this is our data pane. Here we have this drop down option. You just need to click on this drop down, and here you have a create calculated field. So if you click here, first you need to give the name of your particular calculated column. So I'm giving here clean stock name, and here we can give whatever the logic you want. You can give your logic. Okay, so suppose if there is if there is AMZN, then I want Amazon. If there is OKTA, I want normal form of OKTA. Okay, so I'm writing this in the if condition statement. Okay, if conditional statement we can say. So I will use here if, and then we need to use the square bracket and give the name of our column stock name. If stock name equal to double quote OKTA. Okay, then I want O capital K and TA. in this form. Okay. Second, I need to use else if there is more than one condition, we need to use one time if, and rest other time you need to use else if. So in the second time I will use stock name double equal to triple by, then bed, bath and beyond, and again I will give else if stock price, sorry, stock name equal to tsla, then Tesla, else if stock name SEDG, then Solar Edge Technologies. Okay, enter, and then else if stock name AMZN, then Amazon, otherwise end. Okay, so this is the complete statement. It is checking each and every value of this stock name column, and if this particular value will be there, then we are giving some another value. Okay, so this is known as conditional statement, and this will create a new column with the name of clean stock name. So I'm just pressing apply and OK. So you can see this is our calculated field which is created. Now suppose you want to see your like code again. So you have to click on this drop down, and here you have an option describe. Okay, if you click on this describe, you will see like the same formula, what formula you have used, and what is the value you have given. Everything you can check like if you have created this particular calculated field. Now I'm dragging this clean stock name into this row, and I need to drag date. Okay, if I'm dragging this date here, you can see it is like dividing year separately by automatically it is dividing year. So I'm just removing it, and I want the day from particular date. We need to extract the day from this date column. So I just need to click on this drop down. Here we have an option like create. Okay, and here we have a custom date. Just click on this custom date and give the name of the column, what name you want for the new column. So I want day. Okay, day will be our name of our column, and in this particular column I want days from this date column. So I'm pressing OK. So this is now created. Okay, so if I drag this particular day into column, you will see this day will appear here, March 125, April 125. This is in different columns, and clean stock name in different rows. These are rows. Okay, different rows. Now one more thing I want, uh, basically I want this close price into this particular column. So before that, let me drag it into this column. So I think I need to drag here row. Yeah, now you can see this is automatically it is detecting and it is creating the area chart. So you can see one thing, there is one problem is there. As we know, close column we have a prices, and here we have normal format of this particular we can say 400 200. I want dollar symbol. Okay, I want to add some dollar symbol before this particular numbers. So I just need to right click or click on this drop down. Here we have a default property, and here we have a number format. Okay, so you just need to click on this number format, and currency standard English United States. If you want different standard, you can choose different standard. I want English United States. So I'm just pressing OK. Now you can see this dollar symbol is started appearing here. Okay, so this is done. Now you can see this visual. In this visual we have some null values, because in stock name we might have some null values. So that's why it is appearing here in the visual. So I want to exclude this particular portion. This particular portion I want to exclude it. So exclude means I do not want in this particular visual. So you need to right click on this particular null, and here you have an option exclude. So exclude it. Okay, now you can see this visual is having proper value. Okay, and one more thing, I do not want this particular numbers. Okay, before that number I do not want this 0, and I want you can see all the axes have 0 to 400 value. 0 to 400. I want this should be independent for each and every stock name. So just right click on this particular number, go to edit axis, and here you have an option independent axis ranges for each row or column. Okay, just click on this, and I do not want to include this 0, so I'm just unchecking this 0. So you can see this 0 is removed. Okay, if you click here, you can see 0 is appearing here, and if you uncheck, 0 will not appear. Okay, and yeah, that's it. We need to close it, and we need to like remove this particular we can say close and this number from this visual. So I'm just clicking right click here, and we have an option here. mm, so header, you just need to uncheck. You can see this is tick mark uncheck. Okay, so you can see only visual is there, and we have a stock name. Okay, you can increase the, if you want you can increase this particular area. Okay, yeah. Now I don't want this particular clean stock name. Okay, so I just to right click here and hide field label. This is known as field label. Hide it. Okay, and I don't want this day also. So I just right click here and click on this. So or you just need to click on edit axis and remove this day, because if I directly hide, then number will also disappear. This date will also disappear, so I don't want only day. So I just remove this day and close it. So everything is done, and I need to change the name of this particular visual. So I'm just giving here name stock area chart. So automatically here the name will change, and I want area chart, not this line chart. So you can see there is automatic. Okay, in this mark option it is automatic. Just click on drop down and choose area. So you can see this is the area. I want different format of this date. Okay, so I just need to click on this drop down, and we have date format. Okay, date format. So just click on this date format, and I want, if you want some custom, like if you want this, you have to just select and okay. So you can see this is your date format, but I want to give my own custom format. So just click on this drop down again, default property, date format, and here we have a custom option at the end, and we can give our own custom like date format. So I want day, double small d means day, triple small m means it will be 3 letters. Okay, if you give 4 it will be complete letter. So I want 3 letter of month, and yy will be in two numerical numbers in two letters. Okay, so you can see this is the format which I want. Now I want to change the color. Okay, so it is very simple. You just need to drag this clean stock name into this color. Okay, so by default it is changing the color automatically, and I don't want this particular clean stock name. So just click on this drop down, and here you have a hide card. Just hide it. I want this I want different color. Okay, I want some same color, but lighter and more darker in color. So you just need to click on this color, edit color, and here you have a plate. So I want some like blue type, blue tail, and then assign this plate and apply and okay. Now that's it, everything is done. And here you can see this color is showing. Let me it, it was selected, that's why it is showing blue color. So I'm again clicked here, so now color is not showing. So this is done, everything is done. So you can see this is our first visual which we have created. Now before going to next visual, we need to save this file. So I'm just going this file option, and here we have an option save to public file. If you want to save it into your local, then you need to click on this save. And if you are clicking on this save, the extension file is twb or twbx. Okay, so this is the extension of your Tableau, twb or twbx. So I want to save it in our Tableau public on our cloud where we have created our own id. So I just need to click on this file, save to Tableau public. Okay, if you are saving in Tableau public, it is available for everyone. Everyone can view our dashboard there. Okay, so I just click on that and I need to give the name. So stocks dashboard final. Okay, so I'm just clicking save. It will automatically open that particular dashboard. So you can see this is the name of your dashboard. Whatever the name you have given, it is appearing here. And here you can see this is your seat. Okay, and here you have a setting option. If you you do not want to allow someone to download this particular report, so you can off it. Okay, and if you want to show multiple seats, if you have a multiple seats, you can enable this also. So as of now we have only one seat, so it won't show any any difference in your this published report.